Hey guys, I'm a bit sweaty, it's getting hot in here, rolling these videos out. Anyway, this is basically the whole sales process. And when we define an opportunity and we present an opportunity to potential customers and potential brand partners that are going to come in your team, I guess the thing is what we want to do is do this properly. For a number of reasons, obviously you can think why, but even if they say no, guys, it leaves the door open. If you've conducted yourself in a professional manner and you've gone through the basics properly, it leaves the door open because they still have confidence in you and the business, okay? So I'm going to run through a few things today. The first one I'm going to talk about is prospecting. Prospecting is probably the single most important thing of any network marketing company and sales company, okay? Regardless of whether it's Vemma, Amway, Herbalife, it's all the same. Now, one of the biggest things that people have about this whole network marketing, social network marketing industry is that they believe that there's only a finite number of contacts in your list. It's true. But there is not a finite number of contacts worldwide, okay? Even in your own country. And I'll go on to this and I'll tell you why. So with prospecting, basically prospecting is going out and introducing that opportunity, spreading the word, okay, in Vemma, we're going to talk about Vemma now, to the general population, okay. It's about showing your products and your services and the business opportunity and how people can get paid by using the products, and if they want to come in with us, they can actually start a business opportunity, okay. They can get this supply for free, and then the more people they enroll, they become part of the team, and they can grow residual income and upfront bonuses, okay? So, when you first come into the business, it kind of is a bit daunting. Vemma has a lot of, I'm talking about a lot of collateral, videos, presentations. They have their own trainers that handle this. And they have a lot of backup and support in terms of when you come in, you can basically do this from day one. Now, what most companies they suggest is when you come in, you make a list. And I think, it's pretty basic. And if you go through why you should make a list, I do believe in it when you come in if you have no experience. And even me, it's good practice, make a list. Why you make a list is because you write people down, the 10 people closest to you that you think this opportunity will apply to, or just the 10 people closest to you. And then, you've got the names down here, and that list eventually grows, okay? You add to that list all the time. Now, over here you might have a column of why you think these people might be interested. Now, I'll give you some examples. Kathy here, struggling with a weight loss problem. She needs to lose some weight because, she's pretty close to having a heart attack. That's what her doctor said. So Kathy might be interested in the body formula, the weight loss formula, or the 90-day challenge, okay? If it's, gear it towards the people. We could see Sam here, who has just been made redundant from this job, and he's finding it really hard to get, suitable employment now, because we're in an economic recession. So Sam may be interested in the business opportunity, as well as maybe taking the product first and stepping his way in, okay? The other thing is Beryl down here. Beryl is, she's one of those fast-paced people. She's an executive. She likes things on the go. She likes the convenience of product. She is a bit of a health freak, but because you know her, that she drinks a lot of coffee, she drinks a lot of soda, and you're kind of thinking, well, maybe I can get Beryl to buy Verve. That's actually good for her and it'll save her money. And she has convenience of her own home because it's convenient. She can chill it down and just take it to work, okay? So what I'm saying is it starts you thinking about what you're actually doing when you go out there and you're kind of trying to gain some background about people. So it teaches you good habits. And, on this side here, you've got people, why, on this side here, was it a success or was it I wouldn't say a failure, but we'll say failure for now, because that's what okay. Now, as you go through the sales process, whatever's a failure down here when you first start doing this, If you keep that door open and you acquire more knowledge and you acquire more knowledge about how to do this whole sales process, you can go back to those people and you can actually call them up again. Now, when I talk about keeping the door open or keeping the book open, I don't like the door, okay? I don't like using that terminology because it implies one door. What about if you have to go through another door, okay? What I prefer to say is keep the book open. When that person comes back in, at that point there, that's a new chapter. It's a new chapter in their lives, it's a new chapter in your life because they're now part of your team. Then it's chapter 2, chapter 3, chapter 4. So what I'm saying is if you conduct yourself professionally and you do prospecting properly, that door will be open. Okay? So, we're going to go through the two types of prospecting. One is inbound, one is outbound. So I'll say that again. Inbound, people come to you. Outbound, you go to them. And I'll talk about some science and some techniques around how to maximize these two opportunities. Outbound is probably the thing that people like the least, okay? And why they like it the least is because it's kind of just approaching people out of the blue. What about if they aren't your friends? What about if they're a different age group, okay? So these kind of things, you know, people get a bit hesitant. But there's some smart ways around cold calling, and I'm going to share those with you. The other thing is, with the inbound, people are coming to you, it's a little bit more relaxed, okay? You don't have to, you know, really try. You know, you don't have to get on the phone and make an opportunity call. But the issue with inbound is, it's not going to keep going unless you're very, very smart and very lucky. So you're going to have to do these two, guys. That is usually a bonus, the inbound, and that's usually what you end up being as a core business thing. I mean, it's as simple as this. It could be you're talking to me, I'm talking to my son, I'm talking to my family over dinner about an opportunity. It could be that I go and visit my friends. I set up a home event where I bring people to within my network. Could be gym, could be school, could be a rugby team, could be a ballet team. But I actually bring my network to my house. Okay, so it's I'm going to people, then I'm bringing them back. That is outbound because I'm going out to get them. Okay, but whatever we do around this, we have to think about a couple of things. When you are calling someone, when you are presenting, when you're doing anything, even inbound, the one thing that really helps you is if you're in the right frame of mind, guys. Now, what I'm talking about, the right frame of mind, it's not about height. But what I'm saying is, if I called you or someone did a home event and someone stood up and, you know, didn't really have much energy, was kind of really slow in speaking and didn't really look interested, I mean, what kind of energy would you pick up from that? How would you perceive that? I'd want to bolt. I'd want to gap in about the first minute. I just think, oh man, I'm wasting my time here. Okay? But if someone stood up before you, greeted you, hello ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for your time. You know, give them a little bit of, you know, some props, some praise. You know, I know you're extremely busy, and I do really appreciate the time that you've taken out of your days and nights, you know, depending on when it is, to come here and listen to me present an opportunity to you that could really change your life. So thank you. Okay? You know, the hand movements, some energy, some humbleness, you know, that would kind of engage me a lot more than the first speaker, okay? So think about these, because people will judge you. There's no two ways about it. And the thing is, the good news about this can all be learned, guys. You know, when a person's 10, when they were born, they don't have the knowledge to be a superstar, okay? You know what I mean, eh? It's ridiculous. But what I'm saying is, people have learned about these qualities. And there's a lot of stuff in Beamer, man. A lot of stuff that's going to enable you to grow personally. And that's what I'm saying. But if you do this prospecting more and more, you will get to a point where this will just become second nature. And you will be very good at it. And the outcome of that is, not only you grow your income, not only you help your team grow their income, because ultimately this is about building other people so you can teach them. But the thing is, you're going to be helping a lot more people than you ever thought possible. Okay? and they're going to be joining you on this journey, this revolution, okay, that's taking over the beverage and wellness industry. So what I'm trying to say is, keep practicing. Okay, we've done a bit about, inbound calling, okay, outbound calling. There's some other ways. I won't talk about calls, but I'll talk about using statistics to actually hone your skills and to actually think about where to find people that need these products and services. I'll give you an example, and don't quote me on this because I'm using an example, but let's say you just read some facts and figures on the news and you found out that, or you researched it, would be even better because it means you're thinking. And this is a real life, right now is a real life example of what I have done in other businesses and what you can do now. You go in and you see, for instance, 18 to 25-year-olds, there is currently 600,000 18 to 25-year-olds out of work. Okay. That is an opportunity, people. The thing is, you wouldn't kind of stop there. You drill down more and you look at it and think, okay, I live in Auckland and there's three very major learning institutions here. So what I should do is do a little bit more research and find out these 18 to 25-year-olds, have they graduated or have they come out of a polytech or university? And it might be the fact that of the 600,000, there's 20% that are coming out of graduation and walking basically up to no employment. Now, if that's the case, guys, the light just went on. Before they walk out to unemployment, go to the campuses. Set yourselves up at the campuses week after week. And, you might only get, 50 out of 300 people. 50 people is a lot. But you've got to not be afraid to talk. Take some team members. Take a video camera. One of you agrees that when one is presenting, you film yourselves. Why? Why this is so powerful is because you have the opportunity to analyze your pitch, like what you did. Did you strike like a cobra? We're not cobras. We don't see a target and, okay, that's the wrong way to do business. What we do is, we analyze our performance, and sometimes, when you first start doing this, you know that you kind of went in for the kill too soon, okay? What you should have done is just back off and give the potential customer, potential team member more time, okay? And you get better at sensing this as time goes on. But don't be afraid, especially of cold calling. Don't be afraid of going out, because there will be a lot of people that if you turn up at university and you just told them what I just told you, and the research and the goal was going to help people get employment and work for themselves and give them a financial future, okay? I think, the people that come in as a result of what you've done will be extremely grateful, guys. And that's probably where it's one of the most rewarding things you could ever do. It's just that gratification. It's more powerful than money. So, think big. Think outside the square. There's a lot of examples where this could be applied. You can go out to your networks. Look at the figures. Stay in touch. Opportunists. We're entrepreneurs. Stay in touch with current events. Alright? So we'll leave the outbound calling there. Inbound calling, we're going to go through it a bit quickly because we spent a lot on that. As I said, it won't probably be your bread and butter, but it will be a bonus, okay, when people come. There's very good ways where you can get people to come to you. I'll give you one really, really powerful thing. With your website, okay, make sure, guys, that you put the good information down on your website. When you join Vimy, you get your own website. Now, it'll give you an opportunity to write about yourself. Don't do a personal biography of yourself. Okay, put down who you are and what you're about. On my one, basically, I'm middle-aged, I'm in my 40s, I've got a family, and, it went down into my why, and that tied in, and I think people can understand. I'm passionate about cooking, the outdoors, and I'm genuinely interested in growing people. Okay? So the people can kind of relate to me, and they can kind of relate to who I am and what I'm about. And I guess this is the kind of starting point that you have. So when people look at you and they come through your website, and there's lots of different ways where you can direct traffic to your website. When you get smart about this, you're going to be directing traffic to your website from another website. You know what I'm saying? You know, smart. But when you do this, you know, do the fine details, guys. You know, on your Facebook, your website is marketing, it's the media, it's the digital age, right? On your Facebook, it's the same. But make sure to announce to people that you are doing this. Everyone should know what you're doing. Change your cover photos. Let them know if they don't know. You're involved in this business. There's no excuse why people shouldn't know. You don't just sit back and hide, you know what I'm saying? How can you make money like that? But believe in what you're doing. But make sure those little fine details, you know, pick the right pictures, spend time analyzing your website. If something isn't right, go on and change it. If something isn't right on your Facebook, take the time to change it. Okay? Put you're a brand partner with Vimeo. Nothing wrong with that. Make sure the links work so people can click on it. You know, build people up. I've just done some exciting videos. Share information. Share it with them. If you think they're going to gain value out of some of these videos I share, because it doesn't just relate to Vimeo, it relates to everyone. But it's a good chance to let them know how we operate. Because we are making videos and not many companies do. They don't allow their, you know, brand partners to make videos. But we're allowed that freedom. And we're allowed to do what we want to do to build our team. So take advantage of inbound and outbound. Think big. If you think big, you'll probably get there. If you think with a closed mind, you're going to close down, guys. Okay? Alright. That's inbound and outbound. We're going to talk about the whole sales process. So we've talked about prospecting. Last point I want to make to you guys is, you know, you've got to do prospecting every day. Okay? You've got to do it. Especially when you join the company, you know, getting people in, and so you understand the process, and you become good at it. Then you can train others, and that's the whole kind of layer system. That's a whole multi-level marketing system in Vimeo. Okay, I'm not talking about other companies. I'm talking about Vimeo. Vimeo believes in training. Each level, each multi-level, should be trained, and basically more people come in. Okay. And your team gets bigger, and you help more people, and you earn more money. So with prospecting, it's got to be done daily. Summarize points now. Daily, frame of mind, attitude. Spend some time on it, guys. Listen to a good song that pumps you up and makes you enthusiastic. We all have bad days. Get in the right frame of mind. Think about how you're actually presenting to people. You know, are you using body language? Do you look interested? And analyze what you're doing if you have that luxury. Get someone to video it and watch it. And next time you go on, challenge yourself to do better. Talk to your team. Talk to your upline about how you can improve it. There's so much collateral out there within Vimeo that talks about these kind of things. Bradley Sava. I'll put a video up here. Bradley Sava is the mantis at this kind of thing. And the other one as well is leave the door open, please, when you're prospecting. You know, do it with ethics, and not only prospecting, the whole sales process. So those 4 points you can play back. Do your own research, guys. There's a lot out there about prospecting. Go out and have a look at it. You know, get your head around it. Then kind of itemize what I've told you, and then you know, you should have a good place to start. But it is crucial. And don't let detractors or haters tell you, you know, you've got a finite opportunity. A finite opportunity is only finite if you're not resourceful enough and smart enough to think how it can become infinite. And always remember this, what a lot of people don't know is, there's no territories in Vimeo. I can sign someone up right now in Canada, the UK, Australia, or the States. All I need to do is to work out how to get to them, or they get to me. Leave you with that little challenge. Do your homework. Thank you very much. Peace. Revolution.